up, Braids, and welcome back to another episode of COMM Talk. I am your host, Quashondra Addison, and today I have a special guest with me, Miss Joanie Jones.
Hey guys.
Joanie, thank you so much for being here. How are
Thank
you?
you for having me. I'm wonderful. How are you?
I'm doing good.
That's
Can't
great.
complain. Okay, so let's get into it. You are, what's your classification? You're a
I am a
senior.
senior.
Okay. You graduated spring?
Yes.
Okay. So, you ready to go?
Am
Oh.
I? Am I? It's about that time.
It is. It is. And where are you from?
I am from the Mississippi Delta, Clarksdale, Mississippi.
That's about what?
Um, Known towns, I would say not too far from Cleveland, Mississippi, and I would say an hour away from Memphis, Tennessee.
All right, that's not bad.
Mm-hmm.
So, being from all the way up there, what made you wanted to come to Alcorn?
My influence for Alcorn, I would say, is the president of my junior college, Coahoma Community College. He was a graduate of Alcorn as well as one of my known people who have taught me a lot about mass communications. Mr. Hardy, he was one of my advisors at Coahoma, who also, he works here now.
Mm-hmm.
And I have so many more ties, like my first cousin and my god brother, all of them went here. Mind you, I had never stepped a foot on Alcorn's campus until June 2023. So it was always like the stories and the representation and the status of them always repping everywhere they went and talking so good about the school. And I was like,
oh, you had to come see what it was
I
about.
come see for myself.
And well, so far, how has your journey been since you've been at Alcorn?
No school is perfect for sure, but I am one of those firm believers that you make the school. So it doesn't really matter where I go, how many places I go, or what school I chose, I make the school. So I was involved, I did SGA, I did Campus Activities Board, I did NABJ, I tried to be in as many organizations as I could, and which allowed me to network with a lot of people and allowed me to see different sides of Alcorn, good sides and bad. And I just think the school is amazing. I mean, every school needs improvement for sure, but Alcorn is definitely family oriented.
It is.
Definitely.
Is. And what well, you already told me how you got started into mass comm. Did you how was it at first when you got here and being a mass comm match? How was it for you?
It was definitely fresh, simply because I did double major at my JUCO. I did general studies, just in case I wanted to change, and I did mass communications. But mind you, the mass communications curriculum for my JUCO was just prereqs, so it didn't necessarily have any mass communication classes. So when I got here and I was introduced to like radio production and basic and advanced photography, everything was kind of new for me. Like I knew how to use a camera, but I didn't actually know how to use a camera, if that makes any sense at all. And I don't know, it was a lot of ups and downs and trials for me, but I eventually got the hang of it. I found my niche, and I think that I just chose the right major, and I actually absolutely love it. I feel like sometimes the major can go overlooked, but
it does.
Yes, I absolutely love mass comm, and it's so versatile.
And you said you found your niche, so would you, because you're a photographer, so would you say that was, kind of like your niche when you get started?
Honestly, I started off with graphic design. I started like around the 8th and 9th grade, and I just found a love for it. And photography came along later down the road around like COVID, and I just wanted to find a new hobby. And my family was very big on having a lot of events, and they always want to capture the moments and things like that, but we had no photographers. So I'm like, let me try, so I got into it. And photography, I love sports. Now, I absolutely love sports, and I will always go to games, and they'll let me bring my camera, and I'll just captivate the moment. And seeing like athletes or people in general, like even if it's just a regular photo shoot, like you can really see that person for who they are through a picture.
You
And
can.
it's so crazy to say, but it's so true. Like, telling stories through the lens is one of my biggest mottos, because you're literally telling that person's story and their journey. Like, you never know what athlete you're taking a picture of, and if this is their first time ever in their family line of being in college, or you don't know how they got there, or you don't know why this person is taking this grad photo shoot. You never know what, impacted them to do it. And you just see their pictures, you see how happy they are, you see what they're doing to put their best foot forward, and it's like, oh my gosh, thank you for capturing this moment. Like, I'm going to keep this forever, because pictures are forever. Like, no matter where you put it, if it's on your SD card, if it's on your mom's fridge, like, they're forever and they can always be found again. So that's one big takeaway about photography that I just absolutely love.
And what would you say has been the most challenging for you, as far as like not just photography or anything like that, but being mass comm? What would you say most challenging?
Me personally, and being honest, the most challenging part is staying afloat to what needs to be done right then and there,
Mm.
because I try to dibble and dab into so many different things that I sometimes lose track of what actually needs to be done. Like, my time management skills are not perfect at all, and I will say that to anybody. Like, it's so much that I know that I can do better on, and I know I have to do better with saying no. But I'm a very challenging person. Like, if I feel like I can complete the task, I will try to complete the task. But I have to also realize I am one person. I cannot do a plethora of things at one time, especially when all of those dates and times and things
All aligned
align.
together.
Exactly. And then that's when I'd be like huffing and puffing, and hey, it's your fault, girl. You should have told the people no. So it's like, time management and being able to say no has been the most challenging part of mass comm. Like, the essays, I love writing. Um, Photography classes, I love my teachers. I love how they push me to do better. They stay on my head and things like that. But I have to learn how to push myself and learn how to step back from doing so many things at one time.
Yeah, because it can be a big overload.
Exactly.
So I
So yeah,
understand that.
yeah.
Okay, and so far, have you did any internships while being in this
Yes.
department?
While in this department, I've done one before, and I've done two while being a mass comm student here.
Okay.
Um, My favorite of all would be the one that I did in Tokyo, Japan. I was able to work at the multimedia headquarters there, and they taught me way, 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 way too much, honestly, because they showed me things that I did not know. Like, I would literally say that they are one of the most advanced countries in the world. Like, when it came to graphic design and different lens and cameras and things, like, they showed me so many different things that I did not know. Some of the stuff I really forgot because it was so much information that they gave me. But as you were learning, it was like, oh, wow, this software is free for this? I can do all of this with that? And it was like a 2 week long internship, and it allowed me to broaden my mindset as well as my talent skills. Like, they let me know that I'm capable of doing more than what I limit myself to doing. And it also helped me with my other internship that took place in Jackson, Mississippi, for the Teen Health Mississippi Summit, which advocates for allowing teens to know more about sexual orientation and sexual education, and letting them know about, how to protect themselves and the different diseases and things that are out there, and how they're fighting to get that education taught within the school systems and things like that. But, when it comes with that, you have to have it engaging for the youth so that they can have like graphics and videos and things to relate to and actually gravitate towards learning that stuff. Because if you put a whole bunch of words in for the kids, they're
You're
not
not
going to
gonna
listen
listen.
at all. So they want to see images and graphics and funny clips and, things like that to let them know, like, oh, always wear protection, things like that. That internship was It showed me the business side of the mass comm world as well as the technical side. Like posting literally every hour, responding to emails, the accounting side. It's so much more to mass comm. And I was like, most people think it's just photography
And like reporting and stuff.
and
But it's
reporting,
really
news
more in
reporting.
depth
It's
stuff that a lot of
so
people do not know
broad.
about.
Exactly. And it's like people don't even realize how much mass comm is worth and how many job opportunities there are within that one department.
A
Like,
lot of careers that line up with this major and they don't
exactly.
even know about it. But
Exactly. Exactly.
okay, so this is a fun question I like to ask. What class would you say was your most hardest
Hmm.
as a senior?
Hmm. Um, anything pertaining to doc can be challenging. I don't think Miss Terra's classes are challenging. I think they're time consuming. It's a difference for sure. And they allow you to actually work. Now, doc, I'm just gonna leave it there and I'm just gonna say doc. That's all I can
That's all you
say.
can say.
Yeah. Because if you know, you know.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree with that. Anything doc has the class, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
can be challenging. I agree with
Exactly.
that.
You know, you know.
Okay, and would you rather write stories or shoot them?
Ooh. Growing up, I used to just love having a wild imagination, just writing, 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 writing. But
When you get
the
a
more I
hair.
learn, I got here. Ah, give me the camera. I'll shoot it. I actually am pretty good with actually shooting and getting like B-roll and things like that. Allows me to, have more space to actually have the freedom to edit
Mm.
and things like that. Because with a script, it's set in stone. Whatever you put on that paper, whatever you put on that roll, that's what has to be said. That's what has to be written. That's what has to be read. You know, with editing, you can cut a clip out, or you can zoom in, zoom out, get the little behind the scenes. It's so much to it. So I would rather shoot it than write it.
It it's both for me. It just all
Really?
depends on like what type of story it is.
So which one would you lean more towards?
Oh shoot.
Shoot.
Oh shoot.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. And would you recommend our department to future kids coming to our school?
Would I recommend the department to future kids coming to Auckland?
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Where the grass is greener, the air is cleaner, and the water is a little bit sweeter. Um, I would. I'm going to be honest. I would. I would just love to see our department grow. Professors are here.
We just
The
have we have a
department,
small department.
we definitely have a small department. For us to be the most important department on campus, I expect way more.
Yeah.
Because we are definitely the most important department on this campus. And the professors, they can do they do as much as they can, and they always put their best foot forward for us. But it's up to the school to expand and give us resources that we need in order to fully expand and have the other opportunities that other HBCUs, SEC schools, other colleges in general have. Like, I feel like if we had that, the resources and the funding, it would allow Auckland to be worldwide. Like,
And our apartment would, department would have like way more recognition than it has. A lot of people would know about all the stuff that we have,
Exactly.
like with the studio and radio station and all that. Because a lot of people don't even know we have this stuff.
exactly. And
At
when they
Alcorn.
see it, they'd be like, "Oh my gosh, that is so cool!"
I didn't know you all had them.
Right.
It's been here.
Exactly. It's been here. It's just a hidden gem, which shouldn't be a hidden gem. Everyone should know about this department.
Especially our studio.
Yes. Exactly. Exactly. And it's literally, mass comm is literally everywhere on campus. From social media to the papers, to the signs, to the jumbotrons, to the announcements. Everything is mass comm. And they just look over that. But it's cool. Because
Just
we
think
know
about
who the real
reporting right.
yard runners are.
Okay. And the last question: what advice would you give to students who would like to major in mass comm?
The advice that I would give to students that want to major in mass comm: know what you want. You don't have to have your life fully planned out, but make sure you have your ducks in a row. And by ducks in a row, I mean make sure that you meet with your advisor, get your degree plan checked over. Allow your peers or people that you know that have went to the school that you're of your choice. If they're in that department, get some advice. Hear their stories. Meet some of the professors. Read into the classes that you're going to have to take. Do not minimize yourself by just thinking mass comm is just clicks, snaps, and laughs, because it's not.
It's not.
It's not at all. But it's definitely an amazing major and an amazing department. So
It takes a lot of hard work, and
it
you
definitely,
gotta know what you're signing up for
exactly,
and
it
what we
definitely
do.
takes a lot of hard work and dedication. So if you want to be a mass communications major, put your best foot forward, stay focused, and let the road lead.
Okay. Well, that's all that I have for today from Mass Comm Talk. I would like to thank Ms. Joanie again for stopping by, and we will see you all next time for Mass Comm Talk.
Bye, guys.